Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack, and today we're going to be reviewing my number 4 pick on my top 10 comic book list, and that is the 2014 movie X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, there's multiple reasons why everyone should love this movie, but for me, number 1 reason is because X-Men is my favorite franchise, at least of the comic book genre. And another one, this is, besides Logan, this is definitely the best performance of Wolverine for Hugh Jackman. And he has just been the perfect Wolverine. And when he first came out in the very first X-Men movie, and they said it was going to be Hugh Jackman, and I was like, the Broadway guy? The 6'1", 2 guy? Going to play a 5'8" Wolverine? My Wolverine? No, there's no way. And then nailed it in the first X-Men movie. And has nailed it in every movie he's been. Even though X-Men Origins Wolverine is on my top 10, worst movies that I hate, or disappointments at least. But he, as Wolverine, did excellent. It's the story and the writing of, and the editing of X-Men Origins Wolverine that I do not like. It's not his performance, because he is the definitive Wolverine. And now that Disney's getting Fox and getting the X-Men and all that, and they're going to have Wolverine, I really hope they do a really good one. And I'm sure they will. They're Disney. They'll do it right, because they know that people like me will be furious if they don't. But anyway, Days of Future Past. Love this story. In the comic book story, it's actually Kitty Pryde that goes back. She actually phases back in time. But I'm glad they did it with Wolverine, so we get more of him. And it wasn't about Kitty Pryde. She was okay in all these X-Men movies, but it's never really been my favorite character in the comics anyway. But I thought she did fine in these movies, and she was good in this movie. But I'm glad they did the whole Wolverine goes back. And that being said, him going back was awesome. And he had to tone it down too, because if he gets all raged out, and starts just going crazy, he might go back into the future. So he needs to just keep it calm, cool, and collective, even though he does freak out when he sees Stryker for the first time, and then he goes back and forth, and things are getting all out of whack, because he is, going back to the future. But anyway, definitely liked the direction they did with the Sentinels. I wasn't happy with the X-Men 3 version of the Sentinel head that we got. And when that movie came out, before that movie came out, there were set photos of a Sentinel head. And I was so pumped up for X-Men 3 that they were going to have Sentinels and these giant robots and stuff that I've loved from the comics and the cartoon and everything. But did we get it? No, we just got that head falling to the ground, But anyway, that's for another day. That movie's horrible. But this movie is the best X-Men movie to date right now. I love all the X-Men movies except for X-Men 3, and I'll give Origins a pass. But still, this is definitely the best X-Men movie. And you don't even have to watch the other ones, It's good too, because that's what I love about this film. This film retconned X-Men 3 and X-Men Origins Wolverine as if they never happened. And when they did that, they took the worst part about the X-Men movies and did away with it and put this movie in with X-Men First Class and the original X-Men, the Zack Snyder X-Men from the 2000s. But anyway, I was so happy about that, and because I'm a big crossover fan. I love it when characters get together, like sitting on a beam together, from different universes and stuff like that. That kind of stuff excites me. I like that kind of stuff. And when they, did this, the X-Men First Class cast, with the older cast from Zack Snyder, and brought them in together, I was a bit worried at first. But this movie did an excellent job of, and I'm sorry, I've been saying Zack Snyder, but it's actually Bryan Singer. Sorry, I need to smack myself around a little bit. Sorry, I'm redoing that. It's actually Bryan Singer's X-Men movies, But anyway, when they melded them together in this movie, they did such a brilliant job, of people were worried that all these characters in the movies were going to be overwhelming, but they sectioned it off beautifully, I thought. You're in the future, and the first 10 minutes just start out with the X-Men just getting crushed and killed. And then it shows that they're still alive. But when I first saw it for the first time, I was like, oh my God, where's this movie going? And it went straight to where I thought it was. They were getting hardcore, and I was so proud of them for making this movie the way it is. Is it true to the comics? No. But is it close, and it has some of those the nostalgic elements of it? Yes. Are the Sentinels awesome? Yes. Are the X-Men cast from First Class great? Yes. Are the Bryan Singer's X-Men, great? Yes. And you put all that stuff together and you have a wonderful, great comic book movie. It's just greatness. I didn't like Apocalypse. They destroyed my favorite X-Men villain, but at least we're getting ready to get Dark Phoenix this year in November, so I'm looking forward to that, and you should too, because they are really going to nail it. I've heard great things. I've seen some great set photos, so really pumped up and looking forward to X-Men Phoenix coming out in November of this year. I can't believe it's great time to be alive. But anyway, I'm starting to lose my voice because I'm talking too much and wasting your time, so I'm going to go with that. It's number 4 on my pick. But what do you think about X-Men Days of Future Past? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel, and as always, make yourself happy every day, and the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!